Pairing with Curtis, a Mrs. Dearman Measures story. Written by Mr. Raymond, pictures by Mrs. Dearman. One morning, Curtis woke up and said to his mother, "Mom, I think I grew taller overnight." Mrs. Dearman was working on her measurement lessons, but responded excitedly, "Let's get over to your growth chart and see." Curtis stood in front of his growth chart and was happy to see that he was right. He was taller. Mrs. Dearman still had her measurement lessons at the front of her mind. "I wonder if you can find something that is smaller than you, Curtis." Curtis ran off and came back with a toy robot. "Look, Mom, this is smaller than me." Great job, Curtis. Now can you find something taller?" Mrs. Dearman asked. Curtis ran off again and came back with a broom. "Mom, I found a broom. This broom is taller than me." Mrs. Dearman's son then shouted, "Mom, follow me!" And she did. Curtis took his mom to the playroom. "Look, Mom, this play kitchen is almost the same height as I am." "Wow, I'm proud of you, Curtis. You sure know a lot about height." "Thanks, Mom," he answered. As Curtis bounced off to play, Mrs. Dearman decided to do some yard work, with math still on her mind. While cleaning a pile of old boards, something caught Mrs. Dearman's eye. "This board reminds me of a ruler." Wondering if she had anything she could measure against her new ruler, Mrs. Dearman glanced around her yard and found some items. "This paintbrush is shorter than the board." "This metal shovel is longer than the board." "And this plastic shovel is almost the same length." After tidying up her length experiment, Mrs. Dearman started tending to the side gardens. Math was still in her thoughts. As she moved some rocks and picked one up, Curtis yelled from inside, "Can I have a snack?" His mother responded, "I'll be in soon. Curtis, you'll have to wait." Wait. Wait, she thought as she held the large rock. "I can measure weight with this rock. What can I find around this yard?" As she moved around her property, she found what she wanted. Even though it's bigger, this soccer ball is lighter than the rock, and this concrete block is almost the same weight. But what can I find that would be heavier? Oh, I know! Belvedere! My dog is heavier than this rock, and more adorable too. After Mrs. Dearman got her son a snack, she decided to have a mug of coffee and some relaxation. Curtis had the TV too loud. "Curtis, can you please turn down the volume?" Volume, she thought. That's another word for capacity, when we want to know how much a container can hold. Looking at her mug, Mrs. Dearman asked Curtis to look around her kitchen. "This container would hold less than your coffee mug, Mum," he said. "This measuring cup would hold almost the same. You drink a big cup of coffee," Curtis told his mum. "And this mixing bowl would hold more than your coffee mug. Mum, maybe you should use the bowl instead." They both laughed and sat down to enjoy the rest of their day, with measurement on their minds. The end.